Hi again, it's Alex Westmore with my third installment of Writing Tips and Tricks. Today I'm going to read a little bit from, again, my favorite book, Wired for Story by Lisa Cron, talking about what is story and why is story so important in the overall scheme of the universe. She says, not only do we crave story, but we have very specific hardwired expectations for every story we read. And she says, our expectations have everything to do with the story's ability to, and here's the important part, provide information on how we might safely navigate this earthly plane. When a story meets our brain's criteria, we relax and slip into the protagonist's skin, eager to experience what his or her struggle feels like without having to leave the comfort of our home. So see, the entertainment value goes hand in hand with the value in your brain of what do I need to know to keep us safe. So what is story? A story isn't simply something that happens to someone. It isn't even wondering about the drama of what happens to somebody. As counterintuitive as it may sound, a story is not about the plot or even what happens in it. Stories are about how we, this is so important, how we, rather than the world around us, change. They grab us only when they allow us to experience how it would feel to navigate the plot. That in a nutshell, if you can take that information and run with it, then you are head and shoulders above everybody else who's writing right now. That it's how we change. Because in the end, that's what story arcs and character arcs are about. Understanding that this character starts off this way and is going to end this way. And our job as the writer is to put obstacles in the way that lets this character grow from A to Z by navigating the plot. And as our character navigates the plot, we want the reader to know how it feels to navigate that as well. Because we are all about change. I'm going to read that again because it's really, really important. They grab us only when they allow us to experience how it would feel to navigate the plot. What that means is story, as we'll see, is an internal journey, not an external one. It's an internal journey, how people change internally. Think of all the movies you see. Forget about books and writing. Think about the movies that you have watched recently. I just recently watched a great movie, Christopher Robin. Here's this man who has forgotten what it's like to be a child, even though Winnie the Pooh and all his characters are still living there. And he's forgotten not only what it's like to be a child, he's not even a good dad. And so we know that he needs to get from here to here. And we know that the exterior motivations for this are the things that are going to change him internally, because it's his internal being that has to change. And take a look at all of the movies that you watch. Their internal being has to change, and it's the external things that we as writers get to crush them with that make us see. And it's just like real life, right? You are who you are internally because of the external pressures and occurrences and adventures and journeys that you've been on in your life. It's the same thing for readers. It's not about the external forces. It's how we react to those things out of our control. And so Wired for Story changed everything about me because now I could look at my characters and say, are these external forces changing your internal attitudes? Think about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. This is Alex Westmore signing out with my X-Men shirt and my X-Men earrings.
Hi, my name is Alex Westmore, and I'm a 5-time award-winning novelist of 35 books. And somebody recently asked me if I would be willing to do kind of a video log about writing and the processes that are necessary to get a book published.